Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today, we're going to be talking about Workhorse stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investing journey together. So today, we're going to be talking about Workhorse stock. And if you guys can see here, Workhorse stock is actually down 14.11%. But first, we're going to analyze the 5-year chart. Looking at the 5-year chart, this thing IPO'd December 11th of 2015. Basically, it's up 286% ever since it IPO'd. Looking at the 1-year chart, it is up 513%. It's doing pretty well for itself. And if you guys don't know what Workhorse stock actually does, they produce battery-powered delivery vans. The big news kind of surrounding Workhorse stock right now is the USPS deal to roll out 180,000 vehicles. It's a $6 billion contract, and basically what's going to happen is they're going to replace all the mail vehicles with Workhorse electric, fully battery-powered vehicles. It's a huge deal, and the talks have been about this deal. The talks have been in it for a while now. I want to say more than a couple of months now, but the reason why the stock is actually down today is because the decision to roll through the USPS deal actually got delayed today. I think it's because of COVID and the whole pandemic. It's making a lot of people realize that like deals need to be sought out more. Not a lot of people can just spend over a lot more cash, which in fact did lead the stock to be down 13.97%. It was also implied in the article that there could be actual multiple winners in the contract, not just Workhorse stock itself, which could in turn devalue the deal. But overall, this deal is still going to be a huge deal for Workhorse stock because it's going to be what Workhorse stock needs to put itself on the radar. Even though Workhorse stock doesn't land the whole deal, or even if it lands half the vehicles, it's still going to be a huge deal. It shows the evolution of where we're going in the next 5 to 10 years and to show that EV vehicles are just better. With that being said, it did lead an analyst to actually change his rating from a buy to an actual hold because the deal got delayed. That goes to show like how much of a big deal this deal actually is for Workhorse stock company. I know if Workhorse stock doesn't land the deal, then it could be a huge turning point for Workhorse stock. I still think the company will do well, but a lot of people are riding on this deal. A lot of people are waiting for this deal to go through. I mean, Workhorse in itself, their business idea is a very good idea. Rolling out battery-powered delivery vans, you have to think there's FedEx, there's UPS, there's Amazon. There's so many delivery vans out there. So I know that Workhorse eventually would get a contract with one of those companies. But overall, I think people are tired of waiting. They want a decision. We were expecting a decision today, but in turn, we got basically saying that the deal has been pushed back. But in good news, Workhorse actually did receive $200 million to advance the process of making more electric delivery vans. So Workhorse stock in itself is getting a lot of support. A lot of people still are bullish on Workhorse, and it's not to the overall fact of just the USPS contract, but in fact where Workhorse stock could be headed in the next 5 to 10 years. Like I said, the whole EV market is starting to mature. There's so much demand that's going to be there for the whole EV market in itself. A lot more people are starting to demand electric vehicles. Even in California, people saying that they want electric vehicles to be done or fully electric by 2035. And even analysts are always giving EV stocks analyst upgrades. They're really, really bullish on the industry. Even ARK Invest and a lot of big-time investors hold lots of shares in Workhorse stock and Tesla because they know that the future of the EV market has just begun, that there's so much you can still do with battery power. So it's not like I'm counting Workhorse stock out yet, and I still do think Workhorse stock is a buy. Obviously, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion. But the reason is because I know that Workhorse stock, although the deal has been pushed off and nobody really knows when until, Workhorse stock still has the potential to land the deal. And on top of that, it's still a huge EV company that continues to grow more and more every single day. On top of all of that, you have to understand that there's a lot of big time people supporting these stocks. And even if Workhorse stock doesn't land the deal, there's still a lot of companies out there that can contract Workhorse. You have to understand that, yes, the state of the pandemic is going to slow things down for a lot of companies. You have to understand that a lot of companies are not doing well right now, burning a lot of cash. The EV market seems to be sustaining itself pretty well. I think it's just because it has a lot more bullish sentiment than a lot of the other EV industries right now and a lot of the other industries right now. Take a look, for example, like tech and EV are the only stocks that are consistently doing well. I know it did get delayed, but like I said, I think people should buy the dip on Workhorse stock. I think Workhorse stock is worth it, and I think that Workhorse stock in the direction it's headed, even getting $200 million to advance its processes to build vehicles faster, better vehicles. That goes to show that that's big news for Workhorse stock. I think people should not overlook this, even though the USPS deal is probably the big thing that's kind of holding Workhorse stock afloat right now. A lot of people are waiting on this deal, and a lot of people are starting to get skeptical whether the deal is going to go through. As stated, like I said in the article, it even basically implied that there could be multiple winners of the contract. So Workhorse stock may not get the whole $6 billion deal. It could be split up with another company, but only time will tell. Me personally, I still think Workhorse stock is going to land the deal, just because Workhorse stock is the only company that offers an electric vehicle option. But with that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Workhorse stock. Are you guys bummed that the Workhorse stock and USPS deal did not go through today? Do you guys think Workhorse stock is a buy? I'm very curious to know what you guys think of Workhorse stock. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.